So before we can run the test, we need to hook the battery harness up now, and it should be the last thing that you do. Let's go ahead and feed the positive and negative through here. Make sure that it goes over the top of any of the other wires. That'll help us out a ton. And then we're just going to feed that around. And this white wire, or this red wire, should feed up into that corner. I'll go ahead and tighten that one down. Okay. And let's go ahead and grab the negative wire, and we'll feed it right onto that one. And there's only one wire left over on this whole kit. Yours may not have this wire, but I've used this for my common so that I can do a lot of different testing when I'm setting things up, and it can just float around in the box. It's no big deal. But now that we've got all this set up, let me go ahead and get this over here. We haven't zip tied anything down yet, but you can see how clean of a wiring job you can get out of a box like this if you spend a little bit of time. But let's go ahead and plug in the battery. So my battery's got this SAE plug, and then it has an inline fuse on it. Okay, so basically if you have some wires crossed, it's going to blow that fuse to smithereens. Let me go ahead and get this hooked up. Okay, and I also took the liberty of hooking up the other lights, and I'm making sure none of the contacts, the metal parts, are touching each other. But notice how all the whites are hooked together, and then we have the black and the white signal without the blue stripe that feeds the black positives on those, and the same on this one. Let's go ahead and turn it on. So this is one of your blinker buttons. So there's your left, and notice how the button is flashing. And then here's your right. Okay, so you got your right front and right rear. This would be your right front, obviously position in the front. Now, the other thing you want to realize too, if you push both of these, that gives you hazard. So now all the lights are flashing. And on the flashing relay, you can hear it ticking away in there. I can control the speed. So you can decide how fast you want your lights to blink with that. Just that little knob, you just twist it left or right to go faster or slower. So that's all it really takes to build a blinker kit, except for the one final thing right here, which should be our horn. And he seems to do a good job lighting it up. Anyways, go ahead and toot your horn, and hopefully you'll try making something like this. I need to get it all zip tied. This came with a couple of self-tapping screws, and I'll get those screwed in, get it zip tied, and maybe we'll put a picture, maybe we won't. But that is the complete setup and system of how to wire up a blinker box for a UTV.